In this video, I'll be teaching you how to create a quiz. I mean something similar to the questions I used in assessing you before qualifying for this training. Now this is a screenshot of most of your quiz questions. You would need this tool to assess your students after having a class. You can even use it to prepare assignments and classwork just to test their knowledge. The requirements for creating quiz questions are Gmail accounts. Now, for you to create a quiz, you need to have a Gmail account. The full meaning of Gmail account is Google Mail account. Okay, all those accounts that end with at gmail.com. That's what I mean by Gmail account. And if you don't have one, make efforts to creating it. Now, secondly, you need to have Google Drive application on your device. Google Drive is very, very important. So if you don't have one, you can download from Google Play Store or your App Store. Then finally, you would need this URL, which is forms.google.com. Now let me practically illustrate how you can do this by yourself. Like I said, the very first thing is to download Google Drive. So if you don't have Google Drive on your phone, you will go to Play Store to do it. Now, let me show you how you can go about doing it. I already have it. And as usual, it is showing updates instead of download. But your own will be showing download if you don't have it. But if you have it, you can actually update it. And that is that. After it has been updated, you need to use that URL. And the URL is forms.google.com. Forms.google.com. After it has loaded completely, you will see something like this. The very first thing to do is to give it a title. Okay, so let me call this how to create a quiz. Then after doing that, you go to your settings. Please, the very first thing is to go to your settings and click on this. Make this a quiz. Okay. Then they say what you'll be saying stuff like immediately after release. Sorry, immediately after submission, release grades, or later after manual review. I don't like have that time to review it, so I just leave it at that. Then you can actually add points. You can actually add points to each correct questions. The point I actually set here is 5 points. But if you want to make your own 1 point, it's fine. But I'm currently using 5 points. That's it to say, if I want it to be 100%, I'll have to set 20 questions. So anybody that answers 20 correct questions gets 100%. So whatever point you want to use is dependent on you. So you can actually edit that 5 to anything. Then let me check for other settings. Okay, for now, that is all. Then you go back to questions. So this description part is where I usually put instructions for the quiz. For example, I can say instruction. I can say instruction. Answer all in 5 seconds. So that is that. It is as easy as that. You can actually edit all these things. You can format all these things and make it look unique, just like what we did in the previous video. You can do same here. I can decide to leave this like this. So when you have untitled questions, you can start setting your questions there. I'll be setting just 5 questions, and I'll be showing you how I answer these questions, okay? So the first question, I can say, the following are nouns, except. Then I put different options. The first option I want to put is boy. Second option I want to put is girl. The third option I want to put is scissors. And the fourth option I want to put is come. Now, how do you add answers to it? You click on this icon. The point will display. That's whatever point you want that question to be. Then you now click on the answer. The answer is actually come. And you proceed to clicking on done. Okay? So I've automatically set that. Then I'll now click on required. Required means that it is a compulsory question. Because some persons might attempt questions without confirming if they have attempted all. So when you click on required, if the person make efforts to submitting without completing the question, it won't work until the student completes the questions. So it is as easy as that. Now, like I said, I want to prepare 5 questions. That's the first question. The next question comes up after clicking on this plus icon. I can just set any question. Okay. So let me set the second question. Let me assume 2 plus 2 times 2. Now let's go to the option. Now I'm currently using a multiple choice option, just like you're seeing here. That's why I can put different options. So the answer, the first option, let's just take for example, I use 6. Second option, 8. The third option, 10. And the fourth option is 12. Now I want to input my answer. The very first thing to do is to click on this icon. The point will display whatever point you want that question to be will display there. And the correct answer to this is 6. Then you click on done. Then after that you click on required. Okay, required helps to notify the student that it is a very compulsory question. So that's just 2. I want to set 5 questions. The next question, let me think of something. An action word or a doing word is what? The first option here, I want to use noun. The second one, pronoun. Third option is verb, and a proverb. So the next thing to do now is to input the answer to that question. And the beauty of this is it automatically marks itself. So I want it to be 5 points as usual, and the correct answer is verb. Click on done and required. The third question, 2 raised to the power of 10 . The first option I want to use is 20. Second one is 30. The fourth one is 1024. The fourth one is 100. So the next thing is to input my correct answer. The answer is 1024. Click on done. Then required. I'm done with that. I guess that's 4 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the last question I want to be setting is which of the following is an example of a verb? Is in e. So the correct answer here is. And I'm done. And finally I click on required. I'm done setting 5 questions. Let me go through my work. And it is as easy as that. Now the next thing to do is to publish this. And what you need to publish it is to click on this triangle pointing to the right, or this triangle-like icon. Click on it, this triangle-like icon. So I'll click on it now. But first of all, let me manage it. And what do I want to do? I want to make some settings. I am currently the owner of this. So that is why my email address came at the top and it was indicated as owner. I want to restrict everyone. Now, this restriction is in the sense that even if you have the link, you won't be able to see the questions until you request for access. And the only person that can grant you access is the owner, which is me. So click on done. Then finally, I publish it. It has been published. Then for you to confirm that it has been published, you'll be seeing this mark, this correct symbol. You click on the triangle again to copy the link. I've just copied the link. Then you save it for the second time. Now this link is very, very long. Let me show you how long it is using one of my WhatsApp chats. It is so long. You can see how long the link is. So what you're going to do now is to shorten this link. Okay, but before I shorten this link, let me click the link and show you where to redirect. You can see it took me to those questions. And what I am to do now is to start answering them, okay? I am the admin of this quiz. That is why it does not require me to request for access. But every other person that have this link, based on the settings I have just done, the person would have to request for access, like some of you did. And I would have to grant you access. I'll be teaching you how to grant your students access. There are two ways to doing that. Okay, but I don't want to answer these questions now. Let me shorten the link first. The URL to shorten links is tinyurl.com. Let me click on that, tinyurl.com. I have been using it, and this is it here, tinyurl.com. What this does is that it will shorten that long link. I don't like my links to be as long as that. To shorten the long link to a very short link without altering it, in the sense that when you click on the new link it has created for you, it will still take you to the page. It will still redirect you to the same page the long link would have redirected you to. So it doesn't alter the link. I'm currently verifying that I am human. Then after verification, you click on shorten. Now you can see that a new link will be created, the one that has tinyurl.com/whatever. You copy that particular link. Now let me show you the new link that was formed compared to the old one. This is the new link, and that's the old one. You can see how short the new link is. Let's click on the new link and see where it will redirect us to. It's supposed to redirect us to the same page. Okay, now watch what would happen. It's supposed to take us to that page. You can see it took us back to the same page where the questions are. So that is that. Let me answer the questions, and you'll see how the grading would come out. This one said, which of the following is an example of a verb? Is the correct answer here. Oh, there's a mistake here. The following are nouns, except I'll need to go and correct this again. But let me answer the questions because I know what I said. Come, sorry, what is the correct answer? Then the answer here is 6. The answer here is verb. This one is 10. Then I submit. Then after submitting, the students can actually view their score. So let me click on view score and let's see what my score is. I'm supposed to get everything. So I'll be having 25 all over 25%. And this is it. So this was exactly what I did to create that assessment questions for you. So that is that. Now, as a quiz creator, you need to have access to your quiz. Now, how do you get access to it? Go to Drive. Remember, you downloaded Google Drive. So go to that drive that you have downloaded or updated. Your form would be saved there. So this time around, I want to show you how you can edit your form. In case you find that or notice that there was a mistake, this is it here, how to create a quiz. That was a quiz I created. I'll click on it and it will open, take me back to the page where I can do some adjustments. So let me go and make the necessary corrections. And I can do that by just clicking on the particular question. This is it. I'm done with that. Then I'll publish it again. Save. So that has been corrected. Now, if you take a very good look at this response icon, you will see that it is having 1. Now, 1 means that response means that one person has gotten access to the link and has also attempted the question. So as an admin of your form, you'll be able to see everybody's responses here. You will check their scores, check their performance, and all that. Now, this is showing 1 because I did. And it is indicating that somebody with this email address, which is mine, got 25/25 after attempting the questions via that form. Okay? It is as easy as that. It is as easy as that. Now, let me go back to the quiz, the assessment questions I prepared for you guys. And I want to show you exactly how it's documented everybody's score. I don't need to mark it or check whether you did it right or wrong. I just come to response. And to show me the number of persons that has attempted it, you can see, yeah, I have 15 responses. It means 15 persons took the quiz. And out of the 15 persons, these are the personnel, it's recorded their email address and their scores. If you see your score here, good luck. So this is it. Someone got 100, then somebody else scored 85, 70, 80. Some persons failed, 35 and 40%. So that's it. So I can actually release this score and it will automatically send everybody mails. If you want to see what each of these persons scored, you can actually click on the particular email address of whosoever person you want to check. For example, let me click on that one. That was the 15th person. I can now check the questions the person got correctly, the time the person submitted. By scrolling down, you'll see the time here, the time the person submitted. So, for example, now if I gave somebody the quiz and the time was just 5 minutes, I can actually check when the person submitted to know if the person submitted on time or late or later. Let me go back to the one I just did. Now that's the one I just did. How to create a quiz. I want to show you. I'll click on this to check the time submission was recorded. You can see it here. It is as easy as that. So finally, let me teach you how to grant someone access. The first method of granting someone access is when the person requests for an access, they will send you a mail. Then you go straight to your mail to grant the person access. You see where you can grant the person access, or you automatically grant somebody's access by clicking on this plus icon. But for you to do this, you must know the person's Gmail account. Now, you can grant access for two types of persons. You can actually grant somebody access to become an admin too. And if the person becomes an admin, he or she can edit your form. But if you want the person to just attempt questions and leave, you make the person a responder. So let me show you how I do that. I'm using my second mail. Then after that, you leave it at responder because you only want the person to respond to the quiz. But if you want somebody to become an admin of your form, you make the person an editor. So I want this my other mail to be a responder only, not an editor. So I'll just do that and send. So automatically the person with that email address would receive a mail that I, the owner or admin, has granted access to a particular quiz. It is as easy as that. Very, very simple. So I want to assume that I've been able to teach you how to create quiz using Google Form. Please, there's a particular setting I did not talk about in the video. Always make sure you input it. Now, when you go to setting, you are supposed to scroll down here. And this part where you have requires sign in. Please, limit to one response. Make sure you on it, please. The reason why you need to on this is because anybody that has attempted this question would not have access to go back to it the second time. Okay? Let's say, for example, the person took the test and did not pass. As long as the person has submitted, he or she cannot do that. But if you don't on this, the person can actually go back to on it, please. So always allow this. Then this other one that said, send responder a copy of the response. Make sure it's always is on always, not off. Do you understand? So it's as easy as that. Thank you very much.